Everybody to American Reaching Mahjong League on a fantabulous Wednesday as we are going to jump right into A2 Table 2 Game 1 between Barry, Steve, Kenyon, and Aaron.
Although it's not Kenyon and Aaron, it's Josh and Jay, but give me a second and I'll put those in. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting this game set up for the night. Tenho
Yeah,
refusing to let me in, but we found a way.
and we are Ishan 10 with our dealer, although somebody is 10 by here. I think it's Toyment across the way. Yes, waiting on the 5 pawn.
Yeah, Barry
There's
filled all the sequences and just looking for a better Tonka to reach you with.
And we do have a call from Jay with the 789 pin trying to. I think this is just a K10 call.
Yeah, it wants to become Itsu, the full sequence 1 through 9 in the Pinzu, but has a really flexible shape in order to get there, but does need the 5 pin. And you're right, could end up just being a K10 in the end. We'll see how it develops.
Oh, this could. Okay. Just trying to be flexible in that scenario.
Yeah, holding the 8 pin definitely feels like he anticipates that this hand might not come together and wants to play for the possibility of the 7 pin she into K10. Although you do lose some nice pair draws, so we'll see if that comes back to bite or not. In the meantime, Josh on the right calls Pon for Tempai that has no Yaku.
Maybe they can get lucky with the. Oh, that's going to fit nicely in the hand, though. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, not sandwiched between those two Onkos, and that will come right out. Steve will steal this one away with 1,500 points, and we will repeat East 1.
Okay, we got South Dora for dealer. Not quite sure what's going on in that hand. To our right, there could be some stuff there, but waiting to see how that crosses away. We have a hand with some honors, although a quick Chun call is going to get us our Chun Yaku there. So now just looking to sell out the remaining shapes in the hand. And over on our left, we could be looking at Sanshoku, but still some work to be done left in that hand.
Yeah, Steve probably really liking his odds of being able to call the Hatsu here and work his way towards another fast hand. The question is, can we end up on Doratanki? If not, and that door comes out, then Barry's looking at a straight up Mungan across the way with a pair of door in hand.
Oh, yes. And I was going to say, is he a south seat? No, it's not. He's west, but we'll take Dora any way that you can. And speaking of Dora, I think Jay just incorporated a south Dora into his hand, I do believe.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I wouldn't necessarily use the word incorporate just yet, because it looks like his blocks are pretty secure. He's got 2 sequences in the monster that conform with that Samchan 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shape. He's got the pair of the 9 mon in hand. 7, 8 pin is a sequence. 7, 8, 8. So it could be a sequence or a triplet. So really that south is just kind of floating there. I wonder how long Jay's going to retain this. Of course, he would love to pair it up and make that his pair for something like
interesting Door dealer here is going to check Riso. Okay. Yeah, that's quite reasonable. Although maybe quite hopeful. You know, maybe they get that next 6-0 and then you're waiting on Doratanki, and that's going to be spicy with these hands.
Ooh, pulling straight into Doratanki, so that means Jay in a little bit of trouble if he ever makes some progress, and that's progress. Ishanten now. He'll hold the south until Tempai.
Ooh.
But Steve, opening up on the 6-0, it doesn't look like he's aiming for a hand that can win on a south. So I don't think Jay's going to be too worried about dealing in with a south to Steve. Maybe to Barry, though.
Oh, and that Salminchan is looking quite... It's going to be... Even though it looks great, it's going to be poisonous. Oh, here it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, and it's so surprising. It's like, wait, how do you have a Yaku? Oh, the concealed Hatsu, and that will do it. That also ends up being a bonus foo, so 7,700 for Steve. Will jump out into a pretty nice lead with two consecutive wins.
Oof. Yeah. And we have a 9-pin Dora here for our dealer. It's looking kind of like a Pinfu-ish hand on our right. Still quite working out what we got going on across the way. Kind of looking like a Pinfu-ish hand, uh, but not quite sure yet. And over to our left, we have some shape. We have a bunch of Rion men. Not quite sure where that's going to go quite yet.
Yeah, typically you see Diamond and you think, oh, it's going to be a pink fruit, but still a lot of progress made in the hand. That 3 so is a great pickup for Jay, though. Still going to retain this 8 pin just in case it could connect to a door, or even a 7 pin for a door accepting shape.
Although that is a nice fill in for our dealer there with the 6-pin.
Excellent
That's going to be
Ishantan.
yeah, that is locked in Pinfu. Will be accepting of our 9-pin Dora here.
Yeah, and at this point, Steve's just going to look for the safest tile to hold. Doesn't really get a
Oh,
chance, though, as Barry's going to immediately
there's
slam a Ricci.
two 5-pin. Anything else? No.
Yeah, just Ricci
Okay.
Pinfu. But plenty of tiles visible to us. So that means only 2 left in the wall. 1 2-pin, 1 5-pin. And Steve, not wanting to risk this 1 pin, just dances around with Pepe. Still, Ishanten can find a pair. Sorry, Dion Shanten now have to draw the 2 mon. So,
He is going to chuck that for safety, probably. Yeah. That's what happened.
so there's the door draw.
Oh, what do you do?
If he had tested the 8 so before, he'd probably feel comfortable jamming the 5 so and slamming Ricci, but unwilling to drop something dangerous on Ipot's turn means we're probably just folding now. Out goes the Suji 8 mon.
And there's one of the 2 tiles, and it's not going to come out quite yet. So one more tile left in the wall here.
Yeah, Jay not particularly incentivized to take this fight with the current hand shape. He might try the 2 so here and play for Chitoi, or 6 so as well as Genputsu.
That's what he decides to do. Throws the 6 though.
Long waiting game now for Barry, as there's only 2 pin left in the wall for 8 sumo.
Although, do we make a push here on the right for Josh's hand? Maybe.
Looks
I
like
mean, what's
he's
up?
just trying to get away here. If he drew an 8 pin, he might think about it, but
Oh, what?
well,
Oh,
is it time to
speak of
start
the
thinking?
devil.
Yeah, he's gonna play the 3 so. That's Ishantam.
Okay, maybe he's just trying to get to K10 or ooh.
Haku Shumpai, but he does have draws back into Tempai if he wants to jam. No, just plays the 5.
No. It's like maybe wait for a better tile.
Yeah.
Now he's just having a wash with this.
Jay is eyeing out the possibility of a free chance for K10, as is Josh. They're not completely giving up on the chance at picking up 1,000 points or so, but they're not going to jam anything unnecessarily. Josh will only drop his Haku if somebody else does first.
There's another door draw. Oof, this late.
That's it.
And
Ryu Kyoku. Ryu Kyoku
Barry's gonna
means, yeah, Barry with a 3,000.
and that is gonna break our dealership here. But the Homba still continues to stack. Now at 3 Homba.
And
So that's an extra 1,900 points out on the table as we enter into East 2 with a 7-pin Dora. Our dealer is looking fairly Honitsu-ish. But I think this is just going to be a fast hand. pretty decent shapes. Just looking for a tune there on our right. Just we have a one completed shape. We've got Conchon in there and a pair, so really just whatever works for that. Across the way, we have kind of E2-ish hand. We got our pair and some nice shapes. And over on our left, we are looking towards maybe Pinfu, maybe Chitoy, depending on what gets drawn.
And there we go. That Shun call by Josh will open things up a bit. Straight into Ishanthem.
There was a thought about maybe calling that, but decides to use restraint, our dealer here. Looking to fill in that Conchon, maybe look for a 5-8 weight or draw a 7, just depending on what he draws, what they draw. Here.
My backup is here. Hey Rachel, how's it going?
Oh,
This is a kind of exciting matchup in A2 with Steve, Barry, Jay, and Josh. I know you are well familiar with these players, having played against both Barry and Jay at the top of B1 last season.
yeah.
Any personal experience to help guide us in this matchup?
Uh, I mean, Jay's really strong player. Barry was just like on a huge win streak last season. He was top in B1. That's an interesting cut. I guess they threw the 5-pin last turn.
Yeah, looks like he's really trying to lock in this Dora pair.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's
Tempai
the
9
7-pin
mon,
pair.
7 pin, yes.
There's one
There's
9-mon left remaining.
no wall.
Well, Jay's Tempai on 2-mon for Itsu Dora Dora.
Two players Tempai both with the Dora pair. Barry's just collecting all these Monzu. Probably turn this into Chinitsu.
Yeah.
Who is going to oh yeah. Will you throw you throw the 5 first.
I mean, yeah, you want to start from the middle, especially if it's this late in the game. You want to throw the more dangerous tiles first.
And we do have Tempai with Chitoy on our left. Switches out to 8 pin. So I think
Ooh.
oh that is going to be
Okay.
Shundora 2 for Josh, and it's going to continue to stack on the Homeba here. 4 Homeba now, extra 1,200 points. We have another South Dora. Looking at our dealer is a nice. We got 2 completed shapes already, and we got some nice shapes in here. On our right, we got kind of a Pinfu looking hand. On across the way, we got some honors and some Pinzu. We'll just have to see how that shakes out. And on our left, we are looking kind of Chitoy, but we're not quite sure if we're going to fill in that Conchon or what we're going to do with that over there. So we had a nice pickup for a dealer there, I do believe.
That's a nice draw. Although, so I guess they could use the 2-mon as their head. And there's a 5-mon pick up a Contran fill.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, this is Senpai. Richie 1-mon. Oh, interesting.
Oh, he's taking a Nobaton 1-4.
When they could have had a Pimfu 8.
Oh, but
although this 1-mon, okay.
Ooh, okay. So there's still one more tile left in the wall as Oh, there's another reach.
Waiting 1-1-3-4 pin.
4.
3-second
Yes.
wait.
What is that for? That's just for. Yeah, that's
Ricci
just.
potentially pinfu.
Yeah. No Dora yet. Oh, there's Dora. And there's another Dora gone. So there's 2 Dora right out the door. Now we're just trying to wait here.
See who wins the roulette. I think Steve is Ishan 10. If he draws a 3, 6, or a 9, so he could potentially join the race for winning this hand.
Yes.
Is this Tenpai? Yeah, it's Tenpai waiting on 3 so for Steve.
Sanzo. And
And there's 1 3 so left now.
a fan favorite tile, you could say, for any of our more experienced viewers of the power of Sanzo, as we all like to call it.
Steve broke his Tenpai, couldn't quite pass the 6 pin, and who is this? Josh deals
3
into
Ura.
Urasan. Rishi Pinfu Urasan.
So that is going to bring us to Barry's dealership here in E3. And we have Haku Dora. And yes, I believe we did freeze there. Technical difficulties. And okay, so for our dealer, that is looking Pinfu-ish type hand on our
Also
right.
argue that it looks like Sanshoku. 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that 8's going to work very, very nicely into that plan. We are right. We got a Hatsu triplet, and also could be Sanshoku, depending on what's drawn there as well. Across the way, we have a few completed shapes. We got a 4, 5, 6 run there, and triplet of 7s, 6, 7, 8 as well. So just trying to finish out the last few things. And then we've got over on our left, and potentially Itsu, although it's I think we're just trying to get to something that does work. So, and we do have Dama, I do believe, for our dealer on the 7P.
Jay, just waiting on I'm assuming we're waiting on the Sanshoku and the Tanyao before we hit that Richi button, or just waiting a couple turns.
Yeah, tries to get the upgrade on it. Couldn't find it. Says, I've waited my few turns. I'm just gonna slam this now.
Yeah, I think the 1 pin made it so that they can't get upgrade to Pinfu with a 5 pin draw. So yeah, and then across the way we have a Rishi Pinfu Tanya waiting on 2-5 Mon.
And we're just waiting to see who is going to win this race here. Although there is, how many tiles left in the wall for our 2 Ricci players?
Oh, 18, 17. It looks like 4 draws each.
Okay.
There's a 2 Mon.
They're gonna just gonna work into the hand for now. There is a 3-mon, though it does work, but does it?
Tenpai.
リーチ
He's gonna slam it as well.
Weighing 3 9-mon. It's a Sushi trap.
Yes, outside Tsuji trap on the
Sumo.
first
Oh,
six.
and
And
Ipatsumo.
Sumo. Richie Patsumo.
Hatsu
Chu
Dora
or Hatsu.
Urawan.
That is a Mongon for Jay. It's gonna pick up all the Richie sticks and say thank you very much for that donation. And we're now gonna head into East 4 with a 5-mon Dora. And for our dealer, that is maybe looking like Sanshoku. Kind of, ooh, Sanshoku Ipeko Pinfu? Yes, maybe. We'll have to see. That is a very nice draw, though.
I
For
mean,
that.
with ideal draws, we can get to Chanta Pinfu,
Yeah.
Sanshoku. Yeah,
Chanta. Yeah.
yeah. If we shift over to the 1 pin.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, we're just gonna simplify that. On our right,
ポン
we've got a couple Rionmans, got a couple completed shapes. It's kind of looking like a Pinfu hand. Across the way, we have we did have parts of Sanshoku, although it's kind of looking more of an outside hand, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to complete. And over on the left, we have a call for 3-pin there. I think it's just going to be Tanyao, take it or leave it. But we do have a couple of Dora in the hand for Barry there. So
Yeah.
that is
Pair
that
of
is going to
Dora.
that's going to boost the value of it now.
Seven-mon cut. I mean, interesting. We
I
only see
mean,
one 8
リーチ
I mean, I kind of like it. It's something that you can play tricky, especially when you're not really picking up much of the middle tiles. I always like to play those honor terminals, see if I can catch somebody's just a little bit off. They're trying to
リーチ
maybe
They
collect
gave up
more
the
of this.
Sanshoku, so they gave up 2 Han to, and then they also lost San or Pinfu. But I guess they're throwing the other head. But they did grab a Dora, so
チ
I feel like Sanshoku is worth more than 1 Dora, and they would have filled the Kanchan.
That is unfortunate, but that is such is life in mahjong. He is going to throw the other natural head in the hand, our dealer, because I believe not want to deal in here, although we got multiple Tempais here. We got Barry on Tempai here with 5-month Sanzo. I think on the left, I believe it's, what is that? 3-6? Yeah. 3-6-9 actually on our right. And then across the way.
It's a 2-mon Kanchan for Ipeko.
Yeah.
And then
So,
to the left, we got Tanyao wigging on Dora, 5-mon, and then 3-so pair.
oh, I don't think they're gonna break this. I think that
Don't.
there it goes. Richie Pinfu Noura, 2,000 points.
I mean, I probably would have done the same thing. You have a potential Mongon in your hand if you get the 5-mon
Yeah, I mean,
sumo.
yeah,
So.
I mean, it was Tempai too, so I don't necessarily blame that play. But here we are, Henry, into South
Pump.
1 with the Bird Dora, 1-so. We have a Hatsu call from our dealer, and we have Yaku in hand. I think now we're just trying to complete that hand as soon as possible. Over on our right, we have we have a hand. Not quite sure what that's going to be, but I'm sure with the right draws, it's going to develop into something great. Across the way, we got a few things going on here. We got a few penchants that we need to fill in, but that is a great 5-pin draw to match that 6. So picking up a nice Rionman there, and then over our
Filled the penchant too. Filled the Dora penchant, so that's good.
yes, did so as well. And then over on our left, we have kind of a Pinfu looking hand. Maybe
There's a lot of conchants to fill in this
yeah.
hand though. Might be a
Reaching
Richi Dora
reach.
maybe if we can
Reach.
get that too. So
Yeah. So that is the hand breakdown for this round in particular so far. There is a 2 to fill in that
the Dora
1-3.
conchon, yeah.
So
The Dora is usable. Woohoo! And
yes, it
it's
is.
such that if we draw another one, so we can drop the one mon and have a Ryoncon there.
Although this could shift into Junchan given the right circumstances. I always love me a good Junchan, but the 4 there is
Reach.
not going to allow that to happen. Here comes the slam, waiting on the 7.
1
Digi trap 7 so. They're all in the wall. Or sorry, all but one are in the wall.
So
相撲
oh, and there it is. It was broken, but we're gonna get the sumo win though. That is gonna be 1,000, 2,000. 2,000 from the dealer and 1,000 from everyone else. As we head into South 2 with a 3 Pindora, our dealer is looking. Wow, this is a lot of Rion men. Although we do have some pairs there, we need to settle out there. Over on our right,
ポン
we got some interesting things going on there. We'll just see how that shakes out. We got a completed shape, and actually no, we could draw a 7 that makes that shape even better. Over across the way, we've got kind of we have a call there, but we also have looking like a Chanta hand. I think this is going to be Chanta all the way here. And on our left, we have Ipeco possibilities. Ipeco Pinfu, just Panyao, just depending on how that draws out.
1
Maybe. If you get the 4 side of the 1 so there. But I think it's just going to be Ipeco Fu. And we do have Tenpai for our Chanta hand across the way, waiting on the 7P.
1
Which
And-
they're all accounted for, so and they're
And
all
3 of 'em.
deeply locked in hands.
We have 3 of them locked up already, so with the Ricci, and the other one is snug tight within a shape. So this weight is pretty much good as dead, unless they're really scared about this Ricci here.
And Josh calls a 3 so, and he's what is it? K10? Is it K10? Waiting on the 3 pin for Sanshoku only with 1 Dora. Aruzuke.
ロン
That's
Oh,
what.
there it is.
And it comes out from the dealer, from the Ricci.
Sanshoku 1 Dora for 2,900, and we're gonna repeat South 2 here. South 2 repeat 1 with the 8 so Dora. Our dealer here has got a pair and a few conchons to fill here. Waiting to see how that goes out. On our right, we already have our seat win triplet for South.
It's also
South.
the round one because it's south,
Yeah.
so double south.
So we have double
triplet.
South there and a few nice conchons, maybe or I don't know why am I talking about a few Rion men. This could they might be turning this into a Sanshoku as well. So double South Sanshoku possibilities there. Across the way, we've got three. We have 5 pairs here. We are Ishanten Chitoi, and on our left here we are kind of looking like a Pinfu-ish hand. Maybe Shanta or
Jace Tenpai, and if he throws a 9-so, oh, he's gonna wait on the 9-so for now. It doesn't hit that Rikishi button.
No, it doesn't hit the reach button quite yet. That is Tenpai on Chitoi waiting on 9-so.
Now waiting on
Besides,
Formon.
that is just the worst feeling in the world to be waiting on Tenpai Chitoi, and you have Ipeko not actually counted.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like,
I
although
mean, if they had kept the Formon, if Jay had kept the Formon and drew the Formon,
Gee.
he could upgrade his hand by throwing the 2-pin or the 8-pin, and then upgrade his hand further for Ranpeko. It's the
yes,
ultimate dream.
yes, that would be the dream. Although this 2-so here is one showing for him.
There's the Dora, so we're gonna Rikishi now for
Each.
Yeah.
Chitoi, Tangyao, Rikishi, Chitoi, Tangyao, Dora 2 to
Playing
Hanuman, right?
the long Suji trap there on the 2.
Oh,
Oh,
but there's the last 8-so.
and the weight is now dead, depending on what
Each.
the rest of the table does. There's a Ricci on there waiting for 5-8.
5-sos are dead, so all that's left is the 8-so in Josh's hand and Barry's hand. Because the 5-so in Josh's hand is pretty locked up.
And
And they draw around the 8-so.
and Barry's gonna also lock up his 8-so by drawing the 7. So I believe that this is not gonna go anywhere fast.
Unless Josh draws the 2-so. The last 2-so out there.
There is
For
Tenpai waiting on 7.
7-so.
So
Which
this
all
is
of them are accounted for as well.
so we have 5, 7, and 8. So any one of those tiles comes out, hand is over. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. So this just could be an all Tenpai Rikokyu. Exhaustive draw.
Only if Barry draws into Tenpai. He's no 10 right now.
Yeah, he is still got the 2 pairs. I think Barry's just folding out here, so I think Barry's going to be the only one unless our dealer breaks Tenpai here. What do you break Tenpai with?
Formon. I mean, it would be Formon or 9-mon, I guess, in this case.
Breaks with the
9-mon
9.
had already passed. So if they're expecting Barry to also be Tenpai, the one that just passed recently would be a good one to cut.
And we are going to move with that to South 3 with 2 Honba, 2 Ricci sticks. That is an extra 2,600 points there with a Shundora. Our dealer here got pair, a few Rion mid. We already have a completed shape though, so it's looking like a Pinfu hand to me. Over on our right here, just could be Sanshoku, 789 Sanshoku, depending on if we can get those draws or not. We have a few lone honors in the hand as well. Across the way, we've got what looks to me like a Pinfu-ish hand, although that is a nice pickup though.
If they can manage to draw a 4-so, they can get Itsu.
Yes.
Kitsukan.
Yes. So it'd be Itsu Pinfu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Itsu Pinfu. And our left here is looking also another Pinfu-ish hand, but we are going to be working the Haku pair in there.
1
So not Pinfu, because Haku would be considered Yakuhai, which for Pinfu you cannot use a Yakuhai pair as your pair. So
Dora's come out, and that has opened the floodgate to everyone throwing the Dora.
Dora, what's that? Although our dealer is, I think, Ishan 10,
Yeah, Ishan 10.
waiting for variety of different tiles.
I think a 4-mon, a 7-mon, a 9-mon, 7-so, or 9-so will get them Tenpai.
That is a lot of different tiles there, which I think I only see 1 or 2, maybe 1 for sure. Showing the just waiting to see where this hand is gonna go for our players here. There is a Haku. He
So we
gets
pass
yeah.
it.
Wow, I would. It's getting late in the hand though. I
I
mean,
think I would have called it and thrown out either the 7 or 9-mon shape. Because you
yeah,
can
because
use the 2, 3, 4, 5 as like a Nobiton.
yeah, I was gonna make the same suggestion as well there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, 2,600 points turns your own thing. Although we do have a Dama there on the 8-mon.
No, no Yaku yet, but if they can shift the 2, 3, 4 to 3, 4, 5 mon, they will have Sanshoku.
Yeah, they will have the Shanshoku
1
with that shift. And we are gonna slam the Richi button.
Or a mixed shifted Chow, otherwise known as Richi only.
1
And we have another reach here, waiting on 9-mon 8s though.
Yeah, 9-mon
Yeah.
8.
Okay. So now we're just
Is this
playing
Tenpai? No, this is not Tenpai. No, it is Tenpai. On a
Senpai.
5-8 so across the way.
That is a really that is weird. Determining that 4 through 8 so to get to 5-8.
Yeah. There's
I
the
guess
8-mon.
I guess looking for the pair. I guess. No.
Yeah, it's basically a Nobiton, because it's 5, 6, 7, 8. If you isolate the 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay can actually make. Wait, no, he can't. Yeah, he can actually make. Oh no, there's no draws left.
And Jay is going to be paying out the K10 payments to everyone else, and dealer still retains Tenpai, and there is going to be 4,900 points in the middle here as we repeat this south.
49.
3.
There's
Yeah.
like
ポン
There's
4,200 points. Right?
There's
Three,
four,
th-
four.
three. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. I was
ポン
not reading this correct. Yeah, there's 4 Richi sticks and 3 Homba, so there's correct 4,900 points in the pot.
And we have two quick calls from dealer here, just trying to get down, just trying to make this 1,500 point hand worth 6,000 points. Oh my goodness. Speaking of the other hands in this, we have Ishanten Cheat. No, Tenpai Chitoi? Is that Tenpai Chitoi on the right, or
On the
getting very?
right? No.
I think
It's Ishan 10.
Ishanten.
They have a 6-pin, 3-so, and 8-so
Yes.
floating.
And then across the way we have it's a round wind triplet and a pair and a few nice shapes to go along with it. So that's gonna maybe complete rather quick as well. And then over on our left is kind of looking like a Pinfu hand, although we really want this to shift to maybe a Junchan, although I'm thinking optimistic here, is beginning of the second row, so maybe we're just gonna keep this as Pinfu. Although working with a couple of Penchans does throw a spanner and works in that regard.
That's Tempai
Each.
on an 8-pin Conchan. And all 8 pins are in hand.
Yeah, but they're
Chi.
some are
There's
more
the
secure than
Dora, so
others.
I don't know if it's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's gonna be very. Our dealer's hand's looking like the one where it could potentially come out, but I'm not keeping my hopes up on that.
I mean,
Although,
I think the only way that 8-pin comes out is if the dealer draws a 6-pin. And then I still don't think it's gonna come out. I think they'll cut the 2 Formon and go for Honitsu.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Although, does it come out here though?
No, this is a Cheetoy, so it doesn't come out. If anything, this is gonna be a fold.
Okay. Although when I see that orange tile there on the decision, I'm like, oh, will it? Will it? Won't? Will it not? Although,
And then drop
oh,
the 6-pin, wigging Tonki on the 8-pin.
yes, waiting Honky on the 8. I don't. I think we're gonna have another.
Another exhaustive draw.
We're gonna have another repeat, and when that happens, there's gonna be 6,200 points. So your basic 1,000 point hand is going to turn almost into a Mongon. A Mongon for your 1,000 point hand. Oh boy. And dies. Keep it. Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to get to exhaustive draw here, depending on barring something crazy happening. Yeah, and it gets to Rikokyu with Josh and Barry picking up K10 payments, and we are going to repeat again in South 3. And our dealer looking like has a lot of Pinzu in that hand. Although we could be just shifting for a more basic hand in that regard. Over on our right, we got a Sanshoku brewing up. Yes, Stanch is very much a Sanshoku hand. Across the way, we have
5 pairs.
we're Ishanten Chitoi yet again. And over on our left, we're looking potentially Honitsu, maybe Toy Toy, possibly. But Honitsu and then Manzu tiles. So we do have a Dora though. We see 2 of those already in players' hands, 2 more in the wall. And there is another Hatsu, and it is immediately called. I think this is
Chi.
going to be working towards Honitsu there in the Mon shape. Although that is going to be a pretty nice Honitsu.
Each.
Although there is a Richi on
4-7 Mon.
747. That is 1-4 in the wall. That is it. The others are in players' hands currently at the moment. That is a nice draw.
There's the Formon.
Nope, it's going to work to incorporate. incorporate it into that Honitsu type hand. Although we do have our Yaku, so it doesn't have to be Honitsu, but we would definitely love
Home.
the Honitsu. Yeah, no, just gonna say no.
3 Formon.
Gonna just pick up my 1,300 points, maybe. Although, ooh, okay, 3 Formon, yes. We have one more 3 left in the wall. I think so. One more 3 left in the wall. Do believe. Does our dealer want to still continue fighting here?
I don't think so because he dropped the 6 mon from 456 mon, so they're probably just out.
Oh, that is Dora.
They don't care. It's a safe tile.
Sumo.
Now.
And there's
there's the
Sumo.
win. Finally, someone wins a hand.
It's gonna pick up all the points on the table there. Extra.
Puts him above 30k. And it's
And
time for Jay's dealership.
yes, we are in all last on Jay here. Let's look at Jay's hand for a moment here. We have a potential Pinfu San Shoku here, depending on what happens.
It could also be Itsu. Oh, never
There.
mind.
Over on our left, that is looking like a Chanta-ish kind of hand there. Over across the way, we have some shapes there. Waiting to see how that's going to shape out. I think it's just going to be Tanyao
Home.
in the realms of
Double
Tanyao.
South Pawn. I don't know if anyone else knows, but Steve's favorite tile, his lucky tile, is the South. So it only makes sense that as Double South, he has the pair in his starting hand, and someone throws it, and he calls it. It only
And
makes sense.
and our left here is looking like another Tanyao-ish looking hand. Although, do they? Yes, they do have Dora. And it's another.
Go.
And that's the win.
Game is over with
Double South only.
Steve picking up the win there with the plus 22.7. Josh with the plus 5.6. Barry is going to not make it over 30K. He's going to lose 5.8. And Jay bringing up the rear with a minus 22.5. So looking at standings here now, we still have some games to go here in A2 to wrap up the second session here. Although this table is just getting started on there, so lots of time left for our players here to get to better positions. Although everyone at this table is looking decent. Josh is the lowest on the table there at plus 3.7, looking like an early candidate for a Saki award, but it's super early. Although, and are we having a break here, or are we just stalling to?
I don't know. Let's see. It looks like they actually did no break, and they actually started the game already, so.
Okay, I think we're just gonna hop right back in when we can. All right, and we're gonna chop into the game here when we do here, and we are gonna catch the gong. I love catching the gong, beginning of the game. It's just so satisfying to hear it, beginning of the game, and you do get it when you get that sweet Yakumon, which there are plenty of different ones out there. What's your favorite Yakuman?
Suanko. What's yours?
I have an affinity towards Daisangen, for personal reasons.
Okay.
It's been like my first Yakuman I get on like every single client for some reason, and then it happens to be my first IRL Yakuman that I get at actually before Seattle Open, just
Okay.
free play. It was
My favorite Yaku is actually Toy Toy. So like the Suanko is just like the Yakuman version of Toy Toy. So it has to be my favorite.
And there is the gong sound, and this game is now underway here in East 1. We got a wet Dora here. Our dealer here's got a pinch on Rionman and our Dora indicator, although we'll just see how that's going to go here. On our right, we do have a few pinch on. Could be looking Pinfu, although you could say Sanshoku is also in the cards as
Home.
well. 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. Across the way, we do have a Hatsupon there. And I think we're just going to try and finish that hand as quickly as possible. We already have Yaku secured in hand. And on our left here, we have a few pairs. 3, 6, the 1. So I do believe with that cut, I think we're edging
Chi.
towards Chitoy, but don't count me in on that. That is the 4th pair, though. So yeah, it is steadily heading towards Chitoy.
Let's see.
So
There's a Contron fill on the right for this is Ishantang, and they cut the Dora.
oh,
There's an Anko on the left.
there's an
Free
Anko.
pin.
Oh, we were just talking about Suanko. Could it
We
happen
were
though?
just talking about Suanko. Oh,
Nope.
catch and release.
Never mind. On that note,
Ich.
This is Tenpai on 3/6 pin for Rishi Pinfu,
yes, Richi Pinfu, the
which
old
I think there's 1 6 pin left.
bread and butter. Oh, and there's the 8 so, but that is our pair, unfortunately. So, gonna chuck that back. Oh, and there goes another Dora. There is Tenpai
Josh,
across the
yeah,
way for,
Josh is Tenpai on 8 pin.
yes,
8 pin
one
only.
more, one wall still. Have an interesting dilemma here for our dealer. Could they be making a late charge to maybe make this Sanshoku Tanyao in the wildest crazy iteration? Although this could
A
be
little
easy.
far.
Yeah. Could be a
Home.
no. Although that's going to be a call, and we're going to see which of
Gong.
one of these.
Oh,
And
the
gets the
snipe.
win. Jay's going to pick up Reachy Stick and 1,500 points. Keep this dealership going. As we repeat East 1, 6 Mondora. Our dealer here's got a few Welsh shapes. Just need to fill in a few Conchan / Rionmen, depending on how that goes. On our right here, we're just looking for possible vision as to what this could be. Although I think it's closest to Sanshoku, but that's just me trying to really visualize deep in there. Across the way, we do have, well, it looks to be Itsu type possibilities there with the Sozu tiles. Maybe Itsu, Pinfu if you form it correct. And then on our left here, looking like just looking like a Pinfu-ish looking hand. That is non-Yakuhai pair with the west there, as they are the north seat. Although that is a nice draw there. Fills in that Conchon 4-5-6. And
Looks like they're pushing towards Tonyao by dropping the west pair.
yeah, I think
Tonyao may be Pinfu if they're lucky.
looking to see which one of our players here is going to reach Tenpai first. Maybe a Shanten check here. We got Ishanten across the way, I think for sure.
Jay is 2 Shanten. Barry is also 2 Shanten. 2 Shanten? Yeah, 2 Shanten. And then Steve is pretty far. He might be 3.
Although could this be Tenpai? No,
No, this is Ishanten
this
for
is Ishanten.
for Jay.
Always hopeful. I'm thinking, oh, that's Tenpai, or yeah, no, they have an extra pair in hand. Although could easily turn that Pinfu with hitting the right thing.
There's
Oh,
Tenpai.
there's his Tenpai on Shampon 2-9.
Or Kanchan 3 so.
1.
Yeah, I think
But
Shampon 2.
there's one 2 so left remaining. Because 2 Naimon have already been discarded. Yeah, maybe they ran out of time.
Yeah, this is start of row 3, so you just gotta take what you can get. Going for most tiles there. Although, how many 3s are out? There's 2 discarded. 1. Yeah, so all the 3s are out and in people's hands. So it's
What do you
kind
think
of a
about
toss.
it?
It's a toss up.
They were choosing between a weight that had 2 remaining tiles from their perspective, or another weight that has 2 tiles from their perspective. So choosing between the 2 so weight or the 3 so weight. 2 so, I guess, is a little more likely to come out, even though there aren't that many lower Sozu out there in the discards.
Although we are seeing more of them come out now. But I think this is just going to get to Rikokyu, I believe. Exhaustive draw, I do believe. One last call, no. And Jay, the only one in Tenpai, is going to pick up 3,000 points. And we are entering repeat 2 on each one with a 5 Pindora. Our dealer is 4 pairs. So we're 2 Shanten Chi Toy, if you want to go that route. Although you do have a play for now looking like maybe Shanta or Junchan Ipeiko.
They'd have to get rid of the 8-mon pair and somehow get a 1 or a 9 pair. So I think it's more Pinfu, maybe Ipeiko.
1.
Probably with the Ricci stick, the 2 Ricci sticks in the middle, they might just go for Pinfu
And across
or
the way,
whatever weight they get.
across the way, we do have a reach waiting on 2. No, what is that?
The 2 5-pin.
2 5-pin. It's like just trying to read that. It's like, am I reading that correct? Yes, I was reading that correct. There's
Ricci Pinfu.
so 2.
1.
So 3 tiles each in the wall there, and there's a chase
Bringing
on.
Kanchan 5 mon.
Long.
And there's the 2 coming out for Ichi Pinfu Norura. That is a nice win for Josh, I believe. Yes.
Yeah,
nice
Josh.
win. So we are moving now finally to East 2. This game's moving along now with a 2 So Dora. And our dealer is looking at Sanshoku Pinfu opportunities. The 1, 2, 3. On our right here, we have, is that 4 pairs, I believe? 4 pairs working on Damsel. Although that could turn into maybe possibly Chitoi Honitsu, which is one of the funniest pairings I've ever gotten. But with that, I believe it's now looking like a Honitsu in the Pinzu tiles. Across the way here, we do have a nice pickup with the 4, 5, 6. And we are looking, I think, just maybe Richinomi. I don't see, like, I guess you could do 3, 4, 5 if you shift down 1 from the 6. So there, that is the 1 upgrade available in that hand. And to our left, we have a few Kanchans to fill.
Chi.
Possibility of 2, 3, 4 if we Sanshoku if we get things right, and then we could have
Home.
an East triplet as well, which we are going to call there. So now I think we're just trying to finish that as quickly as possible with just the East, maybe incorporating the door as well. So yeah.
Interesting that we dropped the
Gee.
6-0 when we could have dropped the 1-2 Penchon and upgraded to a
Gee.
Pinfu hand, because we currently don't have any pairs that we can use as our pair.
Mm.
And keeping the 6-0 would have opened the way for another Pinfu. And look, we would have gotten another 6-0. Oh well.
Such is life.
Such is life.
And I think across the way from us, that's going to be Tanya Dora 2, I believe, right? Yeah. It's looking like what we're doing there. Although, I think the tune's just going to sit there for a nice, safe tile. Is that? Or Ishan 10, but that's really awkward because you either try and get
Each.
Tenpai just on a Champon 4-5
Sumo.
or and we have a sumo here for Tone Dora 1. Never mind that thought. East Dora though for starting with East 3, so really spicy Dora for our dealer here, although it's a unfortunate thing to see no Dora in dealer's hand. What we do have though is we do have three pairs? Yes, 3 pairs. Although that is a nice 1-pin draw to have some flexibility on that. For our hand to the right there, we have a Haku triplet, and we are looking toy-ish in nature there. We do have 3 pairs that we can potentially turn into triplets with the right tiles there. Across the way, we have a few connected pairs on Rion Men and Lone Dora just sitting there in hand, waiting to pair that up or maybe turn that into a triplet, depending on if we can get the draws or not. Although one just got yeeted, so maybe that'll be a pair at most. And over on our left, we have a pleated shape. Maybe we turn this into either 5, 6, 7 or 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku, depending on what we got going on. And that is going to sum up everybody's hands for now, but so
This no, it's Ishanten on the right, Berry for Haku. Shihaku.
Yeah, yeah, Rishi Haku. Although there's the 2 Dora already discarded, so just only one of our players has the potential to pair up their Dora, so
Senpai. Do they call Richi
Each.
here? It's not that great of a weight. 5
yeah, they are going to call it on the 5, so we see 1 discarded, 1 in hand, 2 more in the wall. Our dealer would incorporate the 5, so if they were to draw it. Who is going to keep fighting here? This reach.
Is this? It's not. Okay.
Okay, yeah, they're just folding out. I think.
Holding.
Yeah. I think Jay probably could still fight, but it's touch and go really.
Josh is Mawashing really well. He might actually make it back to Tenpai.
And there is the door release. So I believe that's all. Is that all 4? Out? Yeah, that's all 4 door discarded.
And the Richi has the Haite tile. Are they going to be able to draw it for Haite?
No.
Ah,
Barry's gonna pick up.
2 of their weights was just in the deck wall. That's so unfortunate.
And now we are gonna move to East 4 with a 3 Mondora. Our dealer is kind of having looking like an Itsu hand. Itsu Pinfu, although it would have to be the south rather than the Hatsu. Over on our left, we do have a completed shape.
Home.
We have a call there for the south, so that is double south, or no, just the south, just 1 south. Still East 4, still East round. So that's just gonna be Seat Wind south, but that could potentially be Shanta if you get the right stuff on there. Across the
Gee.
way there, we got another potential. Is that another potential Itsu? Yes, another potential Itsu possibilities. Although it's Itsu Pinfu kind of scenario. And over on the left is we're just hanging out. We got a 6-0 triplet there. We got 7-8-9. Got a pair of 2-so or pair of 2-pin. So we're just hanging out. That hand. Well, that is Tenpai for our dealer. Sanmench on 369. So we're just Hatsu.
A lot of lit up tiles in Josh's hand.
Yeah, that is going to be tricky to navigate. The 3 and 9 are not going to be secure.
Sumo.
Although Sumo, just Sumo.
Doesn't matter, we Sumo.
Barry's going to pick up all the some more points there. And we're going to repeat East 4 with a 4-pin Dora. In our dealer's hand, we got 4 pairs. Could be 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku, depending on what you could draw there. On our right, we got 7, 8, 9. Although waiting for that on the Monzu though. So we're just kind of navigating around. Now it's kind of looking like a Pinfu hand now. Now that we just picked up East Triplet across the way for. Is that Steve? Steve, yeah. Steve just picked up a East Triplet. So we are Ishanten, I believe, for Steve. And then over on our left there, we have just a Pinfu looking hand, I guess. Waiting to fill a few Conchons, a few Rion men. Although that is
Never mind, it's not Pinfu.
with that South Triplet, no, it's not.
Looks like a Ricci Dora 1, maybe 2.
Yes. And getting back to our dealer here, is I think now this has turned into a normal hand. Although, do you take the Champon if it comes up, or do you try and take the Rionman out of the possibilities there?
Which Rionman?
Or maybe San Menchan, maybe actually would be
Like if
better.
we draw a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's there's the Rionman. I think you drop the 8 ping here and take
Well, I
the.
guess no, you wouldn't take the San Menchan because it would be Fury 10 already. You did drop 8.
Unless you
Reach.
draw the 8, so.
Yeah. We do have a reach here, just 5-8. We're gonna avoid the Ipatsu for now. Although, do we see it come out here? No. Oh, but that was close. Imagine our dealer hand if they would have kept that 8. We would have been positioned for 6, 7, 8. It's on Shoku there. And I think dealer's now gonna fold. I think this is. I don't blame them at all.
You could just be playing around the Ricci. A couple good draws could get them back to Ishan 10.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be some good draws here from now. But do we call this? Try and fight still? Oh, get in the hand. Never mind. Still could be
Back
fighting.
to Ishan 10.
Although you're waiting on 7 Conchon there, but there's 2 on our right there, so
Doesn't matter, we
draws it
draw it.
anyway. And slams
Wagging,
reach.
Sumo.
wagging 147. Doesn't matter. The original Ricci wins.
No Ura though for Jay. It's gonna pick up 5,300 points as we move into South 1 with a pay Dora. Pay now. Gotta get paid.
Pay now. Sorry.
And oh, that is a wonderful pickup from our dealer. This could be really explosive for our dealer here. We're Ishan 10 and makes the call there. I guess yeah. Wait, gonna change that into Honitsu. On our right here, we got few triplets, few pairs. Just wanted to see how that shakes out. Across the way, we got 4 pairs there. With 4 pairs there, so it's looking like Chitoi in nature. And then our left here is maybe Honitsu or Chinitsu, depending on what gets drawn there. Although now I think we're hedging more Honitsu than Chinitsu with that Haku keep. And that is the hands covered so far. And now we're just waiting to see what happens here. That is a nice draw for our dealer there. gonna give our hand a little bit more flexibility. See if we can't.
Gee.
地
Drop
Yeah,
the
that is
east. And it's Tenpai
yes
waiting on 2/5 Mon.
for Honitsu Chun.
地
Now, if you draw the Haku as J, do you go for Shosangen?
ロン
Nope, because that's gonna deal in there. Honitsu Chun for 5,800, and our dealer Jay gets a nice win. As we're going to repeat south with a 4 Mondora indicator, 5 Mondora. Jay's gonna pick up a nice draw there, fill in that Conchon there. We do have some completed shapes, but it's looking like a Pinfu hand to me, although that's gonna add another Conchon to our worries there. For our hand to our right here, we got 3 pairs. Looking kind of like a Honitsu hand. But I think we're just trying to fill in shapes as far as that cut was concerned. Across the way, we have a Rion man. We have a couple pairs, just a couple Rion man, a couple pairs. Seeing how those gonna flush themselves out. Kind of looking Tanyao-ish in nature.
Tanya
And
Pinfu,
then
yeah.
and then
Or not Pinfu. Just Pinfu. Just Pinfu.
yeah, just Pinfu now. Although oh yeah, probably 2 months gonna probably be your pair. And on our left here, we have some sequences, and just trying to fill in some contrast, looking like Tanyao-ish in nature. And that is the hands.
地
As we start working into our second row here of this hand, discards. Our dealer is maybe working on a possible Ipeco upgrade,
Reach.
and gonna take the reach on 6-9 for possible Ipeco. Ipeco Dora 1. Richie Ipeco Dora 1. So that is
本
3 Han.
Rishi Pinfu Ipeco
Yeah.
Dora 1. If we get the 9 so. Which
Yes.
there's 1 left of the 9 so and 2 6 pins left in the wall.
And do have a couple of calls from the other players. We have a Hatsu call from Steve and 5, 6, 7 pins from Barry. So I think just trying to get to Tanya for Barry, and just trying to complete this
Gee.
hand for Steve. That is going to be a call for. I think that is Tenpai waiting on 6.
It's Ishan 10. They still have a lone 8 so in their hand.
Yeah.
They need to fill the 4 5 so shape.
Oh, but that is going to be Tenpai from our left. So 5-8. I think it's going to come out here. No, decides to break up the pair.
Probably
I
a
guess.
veil.
Yeah, yeah. Probably a good call on that end.
Ooh.
Oh. Let's see if they can avoid disaster here. What would you throw? Oh, throws a 9
The 9
mon
mon's a
there.
good one.
Yeah, just decided to go with the 9 mon there.
ロン
And there's a 9 so for the Takame.
Oh,
Flip
2
to Ura for
Ura.
Hanemon.
Dealer Hanemon for Jay, and he is going to take a commanding lead with 61,700 points.
And look at this starting hand. An Anko
Yes.
of 9 pin, pairs of 5 6 pin.
Oh my. I mean, this could just be concealed Honitsu. Yeah, even Shinitsu as well.
Home.
On our right there, that is a pawn on the one, so is gonna start traveling towards Honitsu at the speed of light there. Needs to fix up some of the honors there. It's gonna throw back 2 mon there. Across the way, we have
That's 5
honor.
pairs with potential Hongitsu Chitoi. Well, I think I would call for Toy Toy here because,
Home.
yeah, for
Yeah.
South. That South is
Yeah.
a round win.
Yes. Is that okay? Just that. Just round win for now, but I mean,
That's Toy Toy potential.
yeah.
Potentially to one more Yakuhai if the King were to come out, but
And over on our left is that.
Steve.
I think that is Ishanten. Just waiting to see which direction that's going. Was it?
Yeah,
it
they
Tenpai?
passed the Tenpai. It would have been waiting on a 7-pin Konchan, but that's not super great.
Yeah. Or Penchan.
Mhm.
Okay. I think you say Kanchan, but
Oh, my bad. You know
it's
what I
okay.
mean.
It's okay.
And Josh backfired on the Dora drop, drew another Hatsu.
Oh no.
Chi.
Oh yeah, it is Hatsudora. Ooh, I didn't mention that. We do have a Tenpai though
Home.
on East Chun.
Which the weight is completely dead because it's in Josh's hand and in Barry's discard pile.
Yeah, I don't see that coming. I don't see that working out, unfortunately. But now we do have a Tenpai on our left for 3-6.
Home.
Yeah, 3-6.
Kang.
That is Khan trying to reach on there. Who benefited from that? Ooh, I think
Kang.
Waiting now on 2-5 so. Oh, there's another con.
There's another Khan.
Another 5 so's the Dora.
Explosion of
We
value.
had a potential a third con across the table, but they kept it in their hands for Tenpai.
Oh my goodness.
Long.
Tuso.
And there's
Ron.
Tuso Roan.
Do-
Just Tanya Dora 1. Barry picking up or no, it would have been Josh picking up a nice win there. And now we are moving into South 2 with 7 Mondora, and our dealer's got 2 of them, looking to make this a rather quick hand because they already have the East triplet, their seat wind in hand called. So I think we're just gonna maybe go. There's another call there. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Maybe we're going Hongitsu.
No, not with the 5-6 Rionmen though. Well, there is Ricci across the table.
Just a easy third turn Ricci. Legging 3-6-0. Easy.
You gotta call this. You have to call this. You gotta call this and drop the 6.
No, you can draw 4-5. Draw sheet 4-6 so for 6 mon and drop the 3 mon.
Because now you're working Dora as your pair there, and then yeah, it's gonna be Tone Dora 2 as dealer.
Sumo.
And Sumo across the way for Ricci.
Ricci Sumo.
Ricci Sumo, no. And starting to climb back.
Barry's only a Mongong away from getting third. Otherwise known as not last.
Yes, and looks like Josh is still fighting to get above 30K. Or fighting to get to 30K. He's only 900 points away, so any hand gets him back over 30K wins. Even
It's running out of time. There's only a couple hands left in the.
this South 3 with a 4 Dora. We see already we have a 4 pair in our hand on the right there. But let's properly recap all the hands here. We have our dealers looking like Itsu the closest there with the Manzu tiles. Over on our right, I did mention the 4 pair, but that's also could be looking like an Itsu type hand as well. In another tile shape. I think now they could be just hedging for, I guess, just try and get to reach to Dora. Yeah. I think it's just going to be reach to Dora, although that could be looking Teen-Fu-ish. Oh, that's another great draw for Hanar. Across the way, we do have a call for seat wind and really nice shape. So I think Ishanten, I believe, over there for our hand across the way. And our left, we have a couple pairs and some completed shapes, and we're just waiting on some good draws, and we got a Tanyao-ish looking shape. Although we do have 1 Dora in hand, so that always helps. And yeah, that is going to sum up all the players' hands as we are. Is that Tempai for hand on the left?
Not quite. I
Okay.
think it's Ishan 10.
Maybe a better setup for Ishan 10. Do believe. Ooh, wish Penchon here. 2-1. Okay. Yes, I guess trying to incorporate Dora, I guess. But
Jay is now Tempai waiting on a 5-so 6-so for West only, trying to
just finish
quickly
out
get
the
us
game.
to the end of the game without
Each.
Josh getting above 30K, because that would be most beneficial to Jay.
Yes. Get the maximum UMA you can get. And there is a reach for Champon 7-6-0 as just Tanyao Dora 1. Reach Tanyao Dora 1.
Long.
There's a third reach, but that is going to be a row. Fortunately for West Dora 1. Or J. Just going to get some more points as we now head into South 4, all last. And our dealer has a couple of triplets already, and wow, that could just be a call and go, basically. And that is a nice Rionman pickup, so we are Ishanten already on that. Jeez, okay. Over on our left, this could be really quick, by the way. Over on our right here, excuse me, we have a 789 Sanshoku, although looking like a Chanta-ish hand. Although I think it's leaning more towards Chanta or Junchan, depending on. Oh, that could Con.
Oh, we're holding it till we get closer to Tempai.
Yeah. And across the way, we did have a skip on the east though for Jay. I didn't think he wanted to commit that early, but he does have 3 pairs. But
Oh, that's
looking
Steve.
oh, sorry, that's Steve. Never mind. What am I looking at?
Kang.
And there is the Con. This is going to be paid. This is the new Dora, the North. There is
Each.
1 discarded, and there's the reach from Barry on 1-4. Come on.
I think I would have probably taken the 2 Mon 4/7, so just because it's a little bit wider. In my opinion, I feel like it's better.
And we're just seeing what happens. Although the 2 pin is the other Dora, and we see 2 of them in player's hand, none discard.
Let's see.
That
Steve is Ishan 10 across the way, but if he gets the Tenpai, is he going to deal in? Or is he just going to Mawashi further away?
That is Tenpai. Tenpai for J on the 3. On 3 for Junchan.
Junchan Sanshoku, Dora 1.
相撲
Doesn't
but
matter.
just
The reach of the
Sumo.
dealer wins.
With
And
1
flips
Ura.
one from the Khan Ura, so they flip themselves 1 Ura with the Khan.
And Barry has worked his way back into 3rd
ポン
and has gonna go even quicker here. Looking like Shanta, although I think
1 hand away from just getting 2nd place. 2nd place isn't that far out of reach.
yes. And over on our right here we have possibilities here.
カン
Looking like a Pinfu-ish looking hand.
We
Maybe
have a Khan
Sancho.
across the way, so new Dora is the Forso.
Yes, and it's 4 Pin Forso. So 4s are going to be popular for right now, barring any more craziness. And then our left here, we have a pair and some nice shapes, but definitely see how that's going to work out there. I think the best I was looking for is some type of Pinfu-ish looking hand, depending on how we shape, how we're going to shape it. And yeah. So
チ
that is a Chi
カン
on the 8.
Khan?
I think I mean, it's
It's Ishan 10.
yeah, but now you're going to try and scramble that to get to Tanya, I guess. Still a lot of time left to do that, but gotta do what you gotta do. That is a nice pickup though, to make a Rionman out of that. Big draw across the way. That
I think you dropped the
gotta be
2 Mon. Oh, okay.
okay. So still playing around a lot.
Don't.
Oh, and that's going to be Dealer Roan, and Barry's going to pick up even more points and is now going to go into 2nd. Still trying to work his way above 30K and maybe deny Jay of his full UMA here. Barry, I think from 4,000 points, has climbed 22,000 points and is looking for more with another great hand. Oh my goodness.
Barry looks like he has a Tanya looking hand with a bunch of Ryan men
And-
that are very much Tanya.
And he's just going to pick up more tiny out tiles. Just pick up all the draws, Barry.
To our right looks like a lot of pairs. 1 Anko, 2 pairs, looks like we're just gonna slowly make our way to maybe Tanyao. Across the way we have a pair of East and Hatsu, so maybe a quick hand. It's Steve. He's in last. He needs something big to get out of last. I think he just needs a Hanuman to get out of last. Hanuman could actually get him second place. Hanuman Sumo. And he has good lookings for Honitsu,
地
Hatsu. And then to our left, we've got
地
a pair of South that can be called quickly. I think Josh wants to get back to second place, but also
Gee.
a hand that will get him above 30k.
And this,
Yeah. Let's drop the Dora into the dealer.
and
ポン
Dealer is now Tenpai. For Tanyo, Dora 1, waiting on 4-7 pin.
yes, 4-7 pin. Although there's 1 4-pin
Gee.
and 2 7s still left in the wall. That's Tenpai for
ポン
uh,
相撲
and it's gonna draw the sumo to end the game.
In the
The
game
second-
and get second place back.
So Josh is going to deny anyone else from climbing above 30k, as Jay is going to take a big win here, plus 44.5. Josh is going to take a minus 2.8. Barry, with a nice run at the end there, saved him a lot of points, is still going to take a minus 9.5. Unfortunately, Steve is going to bring up a rear with a minus 32.2. But that was a nice run from Barry, which saved him a ton of points. It was looking like a minus 35, minus 40, and to come from that to be only minus 10, that was a nice little run.
These are the updated standings. Jay's first place does bring him to first place in overall leaderboard.
And I think Barry, Steve, and Josh are just kind of all hanging around each other. Although Josh with Josh now closest to Saki Award now with the plus 0.9. What other action do we have around the league tonight? What other games are going on?
Yeah, it looks like there's a couple C1 games.
Okay. How long did the C1 game start?
Um,
Yeah, it started about 40 minutes ago. So let's see the C1 game. We're gonna hop on to over to C1. While we wait for the game to come up on the screen. If you would like to participate in this madness here, I think spring registration is still open. Are we? Okay, so summer registration is open, and you have until July 17th or June 17th. I think it says right there registration open until June 17th. So I'm gonna trust the banner there on the bottom there, June 17th, and you can head to AmericanRichi.org. Just click on the Google form there, and it'll take you to a nice little sheet here. And here is our C1 game, I believe, right? We're gonna wait till. Let's see. Our dealer here has got some Pinfu. Yeah, we got Rionmin, Penchon, And I think this is going to be, well, now what do you do here on our right here? We got some honors. We got a nice fill though on our 789 there, but we got some stuff going on. Across the way from us, we've got we got some shapes that we need to fill out. Could be, although dealer has reached on the two-pin Hatsu Champon. There's one more of each left in the wall. Looking to create potential Tsuji trap on the 2. And then okay. We got on our left here, we have Pinfu-ish looking hand, and we're just waiting to fill one of our last sequences to get to Tenpai. And just gonna throw that 5-mon back. And that is all the hands so far. We got, we could shift this 1, 2, 3. Nope, not gonna do that. It was looking like Ipeiko, but we're not gonna do that. We do have a Ricci from our left. That is gonna be a Stunminch on 258. That is
Sumo.
Bradley with the Sumo. The Ricci Sumo Pinfu. Dora 1, any Ura? Yes, 1 Ura to capture a Mongon with that hand. And so we are going to move on to Bradley's dealership, East 4. We got a 7-pin Dora here. Our dealer hand, we have few completed. We have one completed shape, a couple Ryamans. Waiting to see what that could amount to. Looking like mostly a Pinfu-ish looking hand. Just gotta get rid of those honors. On our left, we got shapes. We got hand. Just waiting to see. Best we're open for is 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. Across the way, we got a Kanchan to fill, a few things more, but it's looking like Tanyao current moment. Maybe Tanyao Pinfu. And on our left here, we have 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, although you could have the 1, 2, 3 and maybe Junchan potentially if we get the right draws there. And that's going to sum up our hands for right now. Who's looking the closest here? Is there our dealer here? Dealer looks like the closest to getting to Tenpai, but across the way we need a good draws, and that's going to be a good draw to complete the 6, 7. It's going to throw to 2, so looking to complete Ipeiko, but that Flooring Dora is going to stand a little bit in the way of our plans there. If they do fill in that Kanchan with the 2, 4, it could be. With that. We're thinking we're going for more, potentially upgrade to a Rian Peiko. Tanya Rian Peiko. Although it is going to gets even closer to it, although they're gonna have to sacrifice the Dora, but why sacrifice the Dora when you can have the Rihan for the and that is gonna be Ricci and Roan straight away on the Sanmenchan. That is Ricci, Patsu, Pinfu, Noura for our dealer there. And Bradley's going to pick up a nice 6,800 point win with that. Starting with that. Wow. Okay. Hop on in here, Nathan. our broadcast director is working hard, bring you this
Home.
game here currently, and we do have a call of East from
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
Speaking of working hard, you've been working hard, Alex.
Home.
And Scott
I'm
with
trying
another
my best.
call.
No, another call here. Tempai on the 7. It's just gonna be call and go for
Just
Scott.
just a 1,000 points. Currently has an opportunity. You know, if you're really getting greedy, you can hold on to that door and try to door Tonki in the future, but just decides to hold on to the current Tempai.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly look around. Well, let's just move straight away to the left, where Yanfeng has the early Richi, 4/7 Mon, Richi no Mi.
Yeah, Richie know me.
It's just fine. You know, you got 2 players waiting on the 7 Mon. If one of the other 2 players were to discard it, we'd see double Roan. Opportunity for Scott to change the weight here.
Is going to do that.
Yeah, perhaps
Gonna wait on three mod 6 though.
maybe the thought here is that the 8 is closer to the edge, so it's a little bit more safe.
Wrong.
Oh, and that is immediate. I think that was a reach discard. No, I think it was just.
Yeah,
Was
that was the Ricci
that was-
player. Didn't have a defense. Just had to drop the
Okay.
tile, and Scott will take the win, move back to 32K, and have the dealership.
So our dealer here's got some completed shapes. Could potentially shift this into a Sanshoku of some type here potentially. Although it's looking Tanyao the most. On our right here we have we got some shapes going on here. We got a very nice Nobaton here. We got a pair of seat wins there. Let's see if the South is going to come out from Toyman. No, it decides to keep on to it from now. Though our Toyman has a Shanta-ish looking hand. Yes.
But if they
but
do call the Chun the Dora, I imagine they'll just be playing, or just the fastest Tempai, right?
yeah. I mean, that 2-3 is looking pretty good, though, in there. Though that 5 mod is very flexible in Toyman's hand as well. And over with our Kami, our left here, we've got a couple of nice Rionmans, a couple of Conchons, and we have some flexibility as to where denies the con. Okay.
Home.
That's fair. I think Diamond Con, when you have a triplet and you call your hand open, is generally a little bit weaker, so
Chi.
it's a fair pass. Does open up here for Tempai. Waiting on
waiting
the
on
7 Mon again.
7 mod's popular tile right now.
Yeah, 2 consecutive hands where players were waiting on it. Incidentally,
And
we did have that south call on the right. That's double south. We are in the south round and south seat.
Home.
yes, it is double south. It is south 1. So so very well pointed out by our broadcast director. This is Tempai across the way here. So you want it? I think you got to take this reach. You got to just go for it. Yeah. Yep. It's going to reach on the 1 tune for a little bit of a deceptive play. But
Yeah.
now we have another Tempai on the 1-4. Just for double south, I believe. Although you can upgrade that potentially to be Chanta, but you're going to need to draw one of the 1 pins. Do you risk the 4 going into the 8? You know, when the Ricci shows an 8 pin.
Right. Usually you drop the 1 pin there, so could be danger. And
Oh, this is Dora. Does it stay in? Yes, it does stay in the hand. Oof. Disaster avoided for a dealer. for now.
For now, we'll see what the draws give. It's going to be very difficult for Scott to defend here. As he was aiming for a Tanyo.
7
Is it on the
Dom.
form?
That's great.
It does come up.
For Scott, that's great. You pay 2,000 and avoid dealing into the Mongon.
The worst of two evils there for Scott.
Avoids the dangerous hand, and now we shift around.
And now we are in South 2 now with the 2 Mondora. Our dealer has got
ポン
a hand. I mean, it could be Chanta, could be a variety of different things. I'm not quite too sure what that's going to pan
I
out.
expect it's just South Call and then your fastest Tempai. I'm not going to worry about the value too much, especially because we have Scott on the left opening up with the pay. So that could be just Yakuhai only. A little bit tricky to turn that into Honitsu, but if you draw something like the South, you can definitely consider it. Let's see, across the table for Bradley, we've got really strong shapes in the Pinzu. Still floating one more block, something to draw around this 8-mon or Tuso, and out goes the Tuso. He might even be playing this towards a Honitsu, cutting 8-mon, then 5-mon, 5-mon. On the right, that is looking like a lot of Mon tiles. Maybe Ipeko. It is Ishanten. Ipeko door 2 would be a solid win.
Yes.
Oh, what do you do now?
Oh, that is tough.
Temptation to just cut 5, 6, 7 and go full-blown Honitsu door 2.
I mean, you have the time for it. No, just gonna cut the other pair.
Yeah, this
Hopefully
is...
end on either the Rionmen for 5-8.
Yeah, this is a little more standard, because then you can call the Chun, and say call the 8-mon, discard the 4-mon, have a 2-5-mon wait, or better yet, even draw everything yourself and have a really nice summon Chun.
You could have potentially flexed the 5-pin there into your pair. Has the ability to do that again with the 7, but it's just gonna say no thanks.
Interesting.
Not gonna do that.
Shimacha here not calling the 5-mon here, not wanting to go Atosuke. I wonder if they will similarly pass a Chun if it comes out.
Although this is now is that Tempai? No.
Not quite. Yangfeng needs that 3-month so badly. It would open up this hand.
And that is a Tempai on our left there, waiting on
ドン
369. It's gonna get it for just pay no me.
Yeah, it didn't end up getting that conversion to Honitsu after all. That's okay. Still over 30,000 points in second place, and we're getting to the end of the game, so position becomes a little more relevant over there. The dealer now opens up with nice Tanya blocks. We've got 4 pairs, maybe Ipeko chance. There's a door 3-pin in hand as well. And we'll see if they are able to maintain this hand closed for significant value, or if they have to open it up. Ooh, Ishanten. This is looking super strong. So
that's a nice draw.
Would you open up on say the 5-8 so for this Tanya Dora 1 Tempai waiting on just the 4-mon, or do you like staying closed?
It's so early. You gotta stay closed. You need your dealer right now. You need to stay closed. You need to have that value. Maybe get into. You need to have reach working for you.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'm a little bit more tempted to call the 4-mon if it comes out and fix the bad shape, but the points are good, and this hand can be worth so much if we can stay closed. Let's see, on the right, pretty standard blocks. We're going to just cut these honor tiles and see where we stand after that. Nice 3-pin fill, though. Really improves the shapes. 2 away from Tempai. Scott will open up on the Hatsu again. Another relatively cheap hand. There's no door there. But it is Ishanten, and from Scott's position, even when 1 Han is perfectly acceptable. On the left, looks like a Tanyao play again, but several Kanchan shapes to fill. Oh, just draw the Anko. That makes things a little bit easier.
Imagine just drop the 8. Yeah. And still got a couple of conchons to fill there.
Hey.
If you're gonna fill another one.
Hey, hang on a second. Oh, Tempai. Big for dealer. Do you reach this? Dama.
Dama.
3 Han Damas is, I think, pretty standard if you've got a bad weight, but as dealer, this is 7,700.
Oh, you gotta reach on the Suji trap. I would reach on the Suji trap.
Yeah, maybe if we drop the 7 mon.
There's a call contemplating it. Yeah, Scott's just gonna call that.
It does lose the pair in the hand, but now you have a really flexible headless shape at least. Oh, the four's coming out. That's a huge swing.
Ipeco Tanyo, Dora 1, 7,700 points. And now our dealer is in second with Chitoy Ishanten off the bat.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
With these honor pairs, you could even contemplate shifting this all the way to Honitsu. You might even call this West. Pom. And the Haku comes out first. This is a really heads-up play, understanding that not only is there Honitsu, but also Toy Toy is a possibility. So leaving that option open.
There's a Chun call, so that Chun now in his hand is just going to be an extra tile. But
and you know who doesn't call? That Hatsu comes out. And not called on the left, even though the pay got that paired up afterwards.
But
Yuming not opening up on the first one, does call the second.
Oof. We have some fast and furious mahjong here. 3 calls still early in first row.
Yeah, they are blitzing.
And that is Tempai for our dealer on Toy Toy. Toy Toy South, possibly.
Yeah, a danger on the south for the left. It might even come out right here. Dodged. Neatly dodged. That gives Tempai to the right as well for the much cheaper Chun only hand.
Though
oh
it could
no.
shift
Oh no. We're so close to seeing that south come out.
Oh my goodness.
We
got 3 Toy Toy hands here, possibly. 3 Toy Toy hands at once. Just need a Forso.
Oh, but
just gonna take a sumo anyway.
Bradley shuts it down. Locks in that first place, moving into South 4. Ooh. Dealer, I mean, if Dealer sumos that Sun Uncle on top of things, Sun Uncle Toy Toy, maybe even Yakuhai, would have been a monstrous hand.
Oh my goodness.
Now they're playing for second and 30K. With the pay call.
Yes, but they're going to need more than just that. Do they have Dora? No, they don't. They're going to need more than just that to get there. That is only worth 1,000 points. So they're going to need to work they're going to need to work a Dora in there or some other Yaku. It's looking like Toy Toy is going to probably be the way that they're trying to get there.
Maybe if we had the 1-mon pair still in hand, we could dream about Honroto. Maybe Toy Toy now.
Yeah. Although that 4 is going to be a nice pickup, though. But let's break down each one of these hands while we still have game time left here.
Sure. Well, for the dealer, Bradley is just playing pretty standard efficiency, aiming to build blocks around the 7 pin and 7. So on the right, Scott already Tempai, though, on 7-mon again. We've seen this so many times, that 7-mon coming up over and over again. I would break Tempai here. This is weight's not good enough with the 7-mon being twice cut. I personally like jamming the 8-mon and the 6-mon and trying to improve my weight in this extended Pinzu shape, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. But he will hold the door, now worth 2,000 points across the way. Those are really pretty shapes. But still a couple of draws away from Tempai. And from this position, you're looking at a gap of 10,200 points to second place. So that's just more than Monk on Sumo. A real challenge. 7 will come out. And yeah, Scott was paying attention, realized that 7 was an important tile. And we'll end up pulling the 2,000. I adjust a little bit. but we'll lock in second place. It's Bradley, the big winner, though, 27.9. Scott takes the 8.1. And for Nick and Yanfeng, we've got negative 6.9, second place, very close to coming back and overtaking that 30,000 point mark for a positive third.
And Yue Ming, yeah.
Yeah,
Yue Ming's going to bring up the rear with the minus 29.1.
got a bit of an unlucky deal in the near the end of the game and couldn't recover in time. Had a couple of nice chances. And I believe this is the last game of their series.
What a way to blitz out those last few hands, though.
Absolutely. And let me take a look at these standings. I haven't seen the C1 standings in a while. Who's up at top?
Look, Mason with a plus 231.7.
What a great start to the season. 5 wins, 3 second places. Similarly, Alec. Really the difference between the two of them is that Mason has won a Yakuman. He pulled in a Suwanko the other day. Actually, it was Monday's stream. We didn't catch it live, but we took a look at the hand afterwards. Tess, Dennis, Dave, Eric falling behind, doing quite well in C1 in the early portion of this division.
I mean, but look at Mason's win percentage, 31.1%, and that deal ended only 8.8. So,
yeah, I wonder. I'm not familiar with Mason. I wonder if I know if they belong to any of the clubs.
I know they're not part of Portland. I know that for sure because
let me take a quick peek and see. No, not affiliated with any clubs. Hey, if you clubs out there, if you're looking for a strong player, apparently you got to put this one on your radar.
There should be an Armel team format. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, there kind of is. Like every time I go to an IRL tournament, I look for all the Armel players. And I feel like in various team events, a lot of players who know each other via Armel end up teaming up. It's pretty cool. But that being said, looks like that is the end of the C1 games and perhaps the end of the stream for us as well. Maybe a little bit of an early end for my sake. We had interesting internet issues earlier, so they were fortunate to not crop up in the middle of the games. I'm glad we got to catch the ones that we did. That A2 match was certainly thrilling.
And the one C1 game that we managed to pick up there at the end. So, yeah, just a little bit of 2 games spread over like 2 games and 3, I guess, if you wanted to catch what we caught on stream, I guess.
Yeah, 2.5 games. A solid group. Thanks again, Alex, for hopping in and taking over. I know Rachel as well. Big props. You all did a great job. So happy to have such a big increase in the number of commentators. It's been great to hear different voices on the cast. So thanks again. And for everybody watching, if you'd like to rewatch the broadcast and see yourself, see what the commentators thought about your actions, see all the see where your weights were in the wall and in other players' hands, you can certainly rewatch the VOD later on our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com/@AmericanRicci or follow the tiny URL link on your screen. Twitter as well will house all of our future broadcasts, including a very exciting one Thursday that I'm going to talk about in just a second, as well as all of our Yakuman big Sanbaimon hands as well. And if you'd like to sign up for the summer season, as Alex mentioned earlier, June 17th, visit our website, AmericanRicci.org. All the info is there. And our next broadcast, as mentioned, will be tomorrow evening. It's going to be one that I'm really excited to watch. Tips and Tricks will be broadcasting and commentating alongside JPML Pro Jen Barr, and it's always a fantastic evening when she's in the commentary. So you will not want to miss it. I believe, and let me just check the calendar to make sure I get this right. I believe that they are planning to start around 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that would be 8 p.m. Eastern for all of you East Coasters. Definitely tune in. They're going to start with an A1 match and then maybe bounce around to a couple other games as they pop up. It'll be a really exciting one. So, that being said, I will bid you adieu on behalf of Alex and Rachel. Nathaniel here for the American Reaching Mahjong League. See you all Thursday night.